Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this video. I am James Lynch. Today I'm going to be talking about the best way to record Skype video interviews. And if you've watched this channel before, you know I've done 2 other videos on this topic, but I wanted to give an updated version for the month we're in right now, which is April of 2020. And one of the things I haven't talked about in those other videos is how people I've seen are recording their videos that isn't through Skype. I've seen people use Instagram Live. I see them use OBS. I've seen them use StreamYard. The problem with those that I find is 2 things. Number one, the quality isn't as good. You're not getting, 30 frames per second like you would get through Skype. And then the other issue is that you're doing it live. So if you have any tech issues, you're going to have to re-download the entire video and, fix it and do that. It's a pain in the ass. So I prefer to record all my interviews remotely on my laptop and not do it live. That way you can go and fix things. And also I can record clips for future videos. Now, the other thing that people like using is the built-in Skype video recorder that they have. It's awful. The frame rate is not very good. It's like 15 frames per second with a VAR, which is what we're going to talk about in a second here. That will record at 30 frames per second. So the video quality is just a million times better. I get why people want to use it because it's really easy to use, but I would recommend not using the built-in Skype recorder because like I said, the quality just isn't up to par. It looks really grainy and really amateur in my opinion. Now, one of the other things I wanted to point out in this video is the specs that I'm using. So the laptop I'm using is a Razer 14 2017 edition. Now this is a gaming laptop. It's top of the line. It exports super fast. You don't need to get something extensive as this. You can use most laptops. Anything within the last couple of years will do the job fine. It should be able to handle it. Also, I'm not sure if you caught it there, but I'm using an Amazon Basics adjustable computer monitor riser. Now, this is great because then your webcam will be at eye level, and it's just an easy thing you can add. It's about 30 bucks you can get off Amazon right now. The other thing I'm using here is a Logitech 4K webcam, a Yeti USB microphone to record my audio, and then for a backlight, I like using the newer camera LED video light. It's like 40 bucks off Amazon. Really good stuff. I'll have links for all these things in the description of this video. So what you're going to need first is you're going to need to get a hold of a VAR. It is the best software I've used. It does have some problems every now and then, but it's still the most reliable and the best quality that I've used in the last couple of years since I've been doing Skype video interviews. So what you're going to do is go on the VAR website and you're going to want to get the premium version. Just spend a little bit more money, get the premium version. The reason I like the premium version is because when you're actually recording your video, you can actually see a preview screen and it will let you know if the video is looking good or if it's corrupt. To me, it's been a lifesaver in a lot of situations because I've had interviews in the past where you think it's recording and then the file ends up corrupt and you've just wasted an entire interview. So let's go open up Skype first. Make sure you have the most up-to-date version of Skype. And one of the things I would recommend to people is make sure you have a separate Skype account. Get 2 Skype accounts. The reason for that is for testing. So what you can do is install the Skype app on your phone and create a new account, log into that account on your phone, and that way you can actually call your phone from your computer to test out the video if you want. I find this is really convenient rather than having to bug a friend or a neighbor or something like that. It's way easier to do things this way. This is the point where you want to open up a VAR as well and just edit all the specs. So I usually want to use the highest quality. I want to use 30 frames per second and I want to record remote only. And this is key because one of the ways I find you get the best quality overall is if you're recording 2 separate feeds. So you're going to be recording your own feed and you're going to be recording your guest's feed. So for a VAR right now, you want to set that to remote only. So it's just going to record the video and the audio from your guest there. One of the other things I like doing is if you want to hear your guests and you don't want to make it obvious you're wearing headphones, I like to take just a regular set of earbud headphones like this and putting them underneath my shirt like this, kind of like the FBI, something like that, like an earpiece. And you throw it in there and no one notices. So yeah, that's just another trick you can do. You can also use AirPods as well. I have a set of those right here. You can use them, but I find sometimes with the Bluetooth connection, it can cut out. So just a quick, easy way if you don't want to spend a lot of money is just using the earbuds. Now the second step here, now that you've got Skype open, you've got a VAR open, you want to get Windows Camera open. Windows Camera is just sort of a built-in camera software that they have with all Windows systems. And this is going to get you the best video quality possible. So what I do is I open that up, I then record myself, and then to get even better audio quality, I will open up Audacity and record my audio track as well. So just to summarize there quickly, I'm recording my video of myself. I'm also recording the audio of myself, and then I'm good to go. When I want to call my guests, I'm going to open up a VAR and I'm going to record their end as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's open up and call our guest right now, who you're going to see here is Mario. I'm calling him right now. So you can see in the preview window that I am recording Mario. I'm getting their audio and video coming in. I'm also recording my audio and video on a separate stream. So there you go. This is how you do it. It's all pretty much set up like this. You have two separate streams in it and it works well. And again, the reason for this is you can just have the best quality possible if you do it this way. You can set up a Veyer to do split screen video interviews where it's recording your end and the guest end, but I find the quality isn't as good. So this is why I like going this route instead. All right, so we finished recording our guest feed, our feed, everything else. Then you're gonna bring this into some software. What I like doing is running the guest video through a program called Handbrake. It's free. This way it makes sure the frame rate is correct, and you can also make it as an MP4, which is a common format for most editing software. So I run that through there. It only takes a couple minutes to do that. And then I like bringing in the guest video into Sony Vegas. I like Sony Vegas a lot because when it comes to editing audio, it's a piece of cake. I can go through there, and what I like doing is editing out my audio. So when I'm not talking, you're not hearing any background noise from that, and vice versa with the guest. When I'm talking, I like to cut out the guest audio, etc., etc. And this means you're just going to get the cleanest audio feed possible. I know it's a couple extra steps, but this is as close as you'll get to sort of a studio broadcast that you can do remotely from home. Then from here, this is where you guys are going to be on your own, and maybe I'll do a separate video on this. But as far as editing the video itself, there's a lot of tutorials online. I mean, there's two main editing softwares a lot of people use. If you're a Mac user, Final Cut Pro is the way to go for a lot of people. But I personally like using Adobe Premiere for the PC. There's a lot of different ways you can get that software. I'm not going to go into that here, but there's a lot of tutorials online on how to edit video, and you can make it look split screen exactly how you want. Another question I get asked a lot is, how do you get your graphics? How do you make them? In some cases, I've made my own. You can find free ones on Google, but if you really want something professional, go to Avanto Elements. This website is awesome. It's really good when it comes to buying templates that you can use. You can get their license, and you can just edit graphics how you want. So you see they have graphic templates, they even have sound effects. They're really good for different types of elements when it comes to editing video. All right, so let's summarize everything I've talked about here today. You're gonna have your video feed, your audio feed, and the guest audio and video feed as well. And in addition, like I mentioned with Sony Vegas, you're gonna have a clean audio feed that you can use in there as well. So I hope this was very beneficial and helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below or send me a DM either on Twitter or on Instagram. You see the handle there on the screen, @LynchOnSports. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/LynchOnSports. I'll continue to do advice and tutorial videos as much as I can. I really wanna give back to you guys as much as possible. I'm James Lynch. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.